Saturday morning started peacefully in Maple Creek Estates. Families watered their lawns while kids rode bikes down quiet streets. Nobody expected a simple grocery delivery to turn into neighborhood chaos, but one entitled HOA family was about to pick the wrong target. Marcus Hill had just returned from a long overnight shift. The respected police chief wanted nothing more than breakfast and rest. His SUV was packed with groceries for the weekend. Unfortunately, someone nearby thought those groceries belonged to them. Across the street, HOA President Linda Parker watched from her porch. Her teenage son Tyler noticed the expensive grocery haul immediately. They whispered to each other while staring at Marcus's driveway. The entire situation already felt strangely hostile. Without hesitation, Tyler walked directly onto Marcus's driveway, pointed at the grocery bags like he was claiming property. Marcus stayed calm, assuming the kid was joking at first. But Tyler's demand sounded completely serious. Tyler demanded Marcus hand over several grocery bags immediately. He claimed neighbors should share with HOA families first. Marcus politely refused and asked him to leave the property. That's when Linda exploded into full HOA mode. Linda called the police while screaming about suspicious behavior. Several curious neighbors stepped outside to watch the argument unfold. Marcus remained calm the entire time. Linda mistook his silence for weakness. Within minutes, patrol cars rolled into the neighborhood. Linda smirked confidently as officers stepped out. She expected Marcus to be embarrassed in front of everyone. Instead, the officers immediately recognized him. The officers greeted Marcus with instant respect. Linda's confident expression disappeared almost immediately. Tyler slowly backed away from the SUV. The entire neighborhood suddenly became very quiet. Linda finally realized Marcus wasn't an ordinary resident. He was the city's police chief. The officers listened carefully as Marcus explained everything calmly. Every witness on the street confirmed his story. Marcus never raised his voice once. That calm confidence made Linda look even worse. Neighbors quietly whispered about her entitled behavior, and Tyler suddenly looked terrified of the consequences. Word spread through Maple Creek Estates faster than wildfire. Neighbors who once feared Linda now openly criticized her behavior. Some even recorded the confrontation from their lawns. Her authority inside the HOA began collapsing instantly. The officers apologized to Marcus for the unnecessary disturbance. Marcus simply thanked them and stayed professional throughout the situation. His calm reaction impressed everyone watching nearby. Meanwhile, Linda could barely look anyone in the eye. A few days later, the monthly HOA meeting finally arrived. Residents gathered quietly inside the neighborhood clubhouse. Everyone had heard about the grocery incident by then. The atmosphere inside the room felt unusually tense. Several homeowners began questioning Linda's leadership decisions. For the first time, neighbors openly shared their frustrations. Marcus remained calm and respectful throughout the meeting. He never tried to embarrass anyone publicly. Linda slowly realized the neighborhood was changing. People no longer seemed afraid to speak honestly. Years of strict HOA behavior had created frustration everywhere. Now residents finally wanted something different. After the meeting, several neighbors approached Marcus privately. They thanked him for staying calm during the confrontation. Many admitted they had experienced similar HOA problems before. Marcus encouraged everyone to stay respectful moving forward. Meanwhile, Tyler started seeing things differently. The embarrassment from the incident stayed with him for days. He began helping neighbors instead of acting entitled. People slowly noticed a change in his behavior. Life in Maple Creek Estates slowly returned to normal. Marcus resumed his peaceful morning routines around the neighborhood. This time, neighbors greeted him warmly everywhere he went. The tension from before had finally faded. Not long after the incident, Linda made a difficult decision. She stepped away from her HOA leadership position quietly. The community wanted a more positive environment moving forward, and many residents supported that change completely. By summer, the neighborhood felt more united than ever before. Families gathered together without constant HOA drama. Kids played freely while neighbors laughed outside together. The entire community atmosphere had transformed completely. Ironically, groceries became a running neighborhood joke afterward. Neighbors often teased Marcus with friendly smiles about the story. He laughed along and never acted arrogant about what happened. That humility earned even more respect from everyone. One evening, Tyler apologized directly to Marcus. He admitted his behavior had been immature and disrespectful. Marcus appreciated the honesty and accepted the apology calmly. The conversation became an important lesson for Tyler. Months later, Maple Creek Estates finally felt peaceful again. Neighbors spent more time enjoying the community together. The drama that once divided people slowly disappeared completely. Respect replaced fear throughout the neighborhood. Marcus often reflected on how strange the situation had been. A simple grocery trip changed the entire neighborhood dynamic. But sometimes difficult moments reveal important truths about people. And this neighborhood had definitely learned something valuable. In the end, respect mattered more than power or titles. The neighborhood finally understood the importance of fairness and kindness. and one entitled HOA confrontation changed everything forever. Maple Creek Estates would never forget that lesson. The neighborhood slowly settled back into normal life. People spent more time outside enjoying peaceful evenings together. Marcus appreciated the calm atmosphere around Maple Creek Estates. For once, everything finally felt balanced again. Neighbors who rarely spoke before now gathered regularly outside. Simple conversations replaced old tension throughout the community. Families felt more connected than they had in years. The entire neighborhood atmosphere became warmer and friendlier. Tyler continued trying to improve his reputation around the neighborhood. He started helping younger kids during community activities. People noticed his effort and slowly respected the change. The experience clearly helped him mature. Marcus enjoyed peaceful mornings more than ever afterward. The stress and unnecessary HOA drama had finally disappeared. He could relax without worrying about neighborhood conflict. That simple peace meant everything to him. The new HOA board focused on improving the neighborhood positively. Residents worked together instead of arguing constantly. Meetings became calm, productive, and respectful for everyone involved. The difference felt almost unbelievable. Community projects brought neighbors even closer together. Families volunteered to improve parks and shared spaces together. The neighborhood slowly became a place people truly enjoyed. Unity replaced the old division completely. Linda mostly kept to herself after stepping down from leadership. She avoided neighborhood drama and stayed unusually quiet. The experience had clearly humbled her over time. Many hoped she had finally learned from it. Marcus continued helping people whenever he had the chance. Small acts of kindness became common throughout the neighborhood. Residents admired how grounded and respectful he remained. Leadership came naturally to him without demanding attention. Even Tyler started reconnecting with friends around the neighborhood. The embarrassment from earlier slowly faded over time. People respected genuine effort and personal growth. And Tyler finally understood that lesson completely. Summer arrived, with a completely different energy in Maple Creek Estates. The streets felt more alive and welcoming every day. The families spent time outdoors without tension or complaints. The transformation was impossible to ignore. Marcus became one of the most trusted people in the neighborhood, not because of his title, but because of his character. People respected the calm way he handled difficult situations. That respect lasted long after the incident ended. Neighborhood gatherings became regular events again. Families laughed together while children played safely nearby. The community finally felt united instead of divided. Everyone appreciated the peaceful environment. Looking back, many residents realized how close the neighborhood came to falling apart. One moment of entitlement exposed years of frustration underneath, but it also created an opportunity for positive change, and the community took full advantage of it. Marcus never expected groceries to change an entire neighborhood, but respect and patience often reveal people's true character. His calm response inspired others more than anger ever could. That became the story everyone remembered most. Weeks after the incident, life moved peacefully through the neighborhood. Residents focused more on community instead of unnecessary conflict. Even small daily moments felt calmer than before. The atmosphere had completely transformed. Marcus later helped organize a local neighborhood food drive. Families from every street volunteered to participate together. Ironically, grocers became a symbol of unity instead of conflict. Everyone appreciated the positive change. Tyler volunteered during the food drive from beginning to end. Neighbors noticed how much more respectful he had become. The experience clearly changed his perspective on entitlement. People slowly started trusting him again.